guys, it's Jessie V. So this story is extremely fresh. It's as fresh as a freshly baked pizza, okay? Piece of pizza? I can't even say that. This happened just last week when my boyfriend and I decided to go on a mini vacation. And by mini vacation, I literally mean that we were away for one day, partially because my parents did not want to look after my puppy for longer than that, and I don't blame them. Winnie can be a huge handful. Like, I think she's almost successfully chewed on every single piece of furniture in the house. The house will never be the same. But anyways, this story takes place at the hotel that we went to last week. I'm not too sure if I should be mentioning which hotel it was. I feel like I shouldn't. But it was an extremely old hotel that was built in 1914, I believe. So I mean, that place had some history, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if there were hundreds of ghosts haunting that place. And it was funny because I posted a couple photos of this hotel on my Instagram, and right away, so many of you guys were like,
"Oh my gosh, that place is probably so haunted. Jessie, I bet something's gonna happen to you while you're there. You will definitely have a story time to tell us when you get back."
And first, my boyfriend Kyle and I were kind of reading those comments and laughing because we were quite confident that we would be completely fine. But of course, as usual, we were completely wrong because we had something strange happen in our hotel room, and that's what I'm going to be telling you about today. And the good news is I got a video of this mysterious door so you guys can actually see what it looked like. You don't just have to picture it in your brain, you can actually see it with your own eyes. Now, before I jump into this story, I want to let you guys know that I did a bit of research on this hotel as soon as I got home from that place because I was just very curious to know if there had been any ghost sightings there. And oh my goodness, there definitely were. The most common thing that I saw everywhere online was that there's this woman with very, very long black hair and this very flowy dress, and she just kind of wanders the halls of the hotel just looking at people. She doesn't really bother anyone, she just watches people. And what's also different about her is that she haunts the surrounding area of the hotel, so she's not just stuck in the hotel, she's actually able to go around the town itself. So she's just a ghostly wanderer. I also heard of this other story where this couple was wandering the gardens of the hotel, and the gardens are beautiful. Oh my gosh, I got some footage in my vlog actually, which I will link down below if you guys want to check out the full sort of hotel video. But this couple was wandering around the gardens of the hotel, and they saw these two ghostly figures jump right out of the hotel windows, and right before they hit the pavement, they disappeared. And I mean, that was just so strange to read because I was actually there where these stories took place, you know what I mean? So thank goodness I did not know the hotel was haunted before going. That would have driven me insane. Okay, so let's get to like the story part. We get to our hotel, we find our room, which is super gorgeous, by the way. That will also be in the vlog. I did like a little room tour. It kind of looked like an old medieval castle or something. I loved it. And because I am a super curious person, every single time I go to a hotel, I look through my entire room. And when I say look through, I mean I open every single door, I open every single drawer, closet, everything you can think of I look through in the hotel room. Nothing shall be gone unseen, okay? So there was this one door that would just not open. It was locked. It just wouldn't open for me. I call this the mysterious room because it doesn't open. It's just locked. That's where all the ghosts are. Right in there. I don't like mysterious rooms because I am a very curious person and I want to know what's inside them. So, see that door? I don't like that door. So I mean, obviously that was a bit frustrating, right? Because I was just left to wonder what the heck was inside of it. Now, if we're being logical here, it was probably just a storage room, right? I mean, what else would it really be? And that wasn't the problem. The problem was that something was making super mysterious and strange noises behind that door. And it didn't happen right away. When we first got to the hotel, it was fine, it was silent, everything was good. Aside from the fact that I was super annoyed the door wouldn't open. It all started in the evening when we got back from dinner. We were just sitting on the bed watching some TV shows, eating some super expensive chips that we took from the snack basket in our hotel room. And everyone knows that you have to pay for the snacks that come in your hotel room, you know? But we did not expect that a tiny bag of chips would be like $12. That's like 50 cents per chip. Anyways, all of a sudden we hear this movement coming from behind the door. And I don't really know how to explain it to you guys. It was like as if someone was standing in that room, rubbing their body against the door. It was so weird. And Kyle and I heard it at the same time because both of our heads turned and looked at the door, like just in the exact moment. And he got up right away to go see what was going on. And as soon as he walked up to the door, it stopped. It just went completely silent. And it sucked because I had actually run to get my camera to vlog the noises that were happening, but of course they stopped conveniently. Like, the ghost is so rude, at least let me catch you on camera, please. If you're gonna haunt us the right way so I can get you on YouTube. But that is not the only time that we heard something weird inside that door. The second time was while we were sleeping, which of course would happen, right? And guess what time it was at? It was at 3 a.m., the witching hour, the most paranormal time of the day, the time when the odds are much higher of something creepy happening to you. So I was just jolted out of sleep. You know when a noise is so loud that it startles you right out of your sleep that you almost sit right up in bed? That's how loud it was, and it just scared me. My hair was sticking off the top of my head. So Kyle woke up too, obviously. And then there was a second thump sort of sound, but it was a little bit quieter, coming from the direction of the door. That stupid locked room. What was behind that stupid locked room? And then we literally sat in bed after that trying to listen for more of these sounds, and it just stopped. There was no more sounds, and I couldn't sleep after that because I was so freaked out. So much for having a nice long rest at a hotel, because it did not happen. And yeah, that's pretty much the story. I mean, we didn't see a ghost. There was no more knocking or sounds after that from the door. I don't know what the heck it was. And I know some people might think, well, maybe that door led to the hotel room that was beside us, but that couldn't have been the case because of the way the rooms were placed on this floor. Each room had this gigantic space between them, and it was kind of for privacy, and so you couldn't hear what was going on in the next person's room. So the hotel room next to you wasn't like wall to wall. It was like really far away. So I don't know what it was, but what was creepy was while we were checking out, the lady just kind of joked and was like,
"So did you hear anything strange?"
And I was like, did I hear what was strange? What do you mean? And she was like,
haha, just kidding, it's an old hotel, you know?
And I was like, I don't know what you mean. And that's what kind of encouraged me to go home and look up ghost sightings, because I was like, what does this lady mean? I don't know what she means. But yeah, that was just the kind of weird story I wanted to tell you guys. I did vlog some of my trip, like I said, so I will put that down below for you. Also, I said this in my last video, but I will say it again to remind you, or if you didn't hear this before, but I am doing a tour all around Ontario, Canada, and Quebec. There will be 2 to 3 never before seen story times and videos. There will be the trailer to my new short film. There will be dancing. There will be a live Q&A. There will be a meet and greet. There will be all kinds of cool stuff happening. The tickets are selling fast. It's going to be like the first 2 weeks of November. I am going to Toronto, Windsor, Montreal, Ottawa, London, and Niagara. So if you're in those areas or just in Ontario in general, the link for the tickets is down below. And so is the rest of my social media and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And until next time, guys, bye!